Welcome back to DFW Close-Up. The heat is on and perhaps your pup is looking a little mangy. This one, certainly not looking beautiful. You can give your doggy the summertime pampering he or she needs with some great tips from Justin Jones. He is the president of Esprit Animal Products, and it is great to have you back on the show.
Thank you. Great to be here.
And today you've brought Caleb.
This is Caleb. He is my dog. He's a 2.5-year-old Bernese Mountain Dog. And one of the reasons we brought Caleb today is because he's the perfect dog to talk about in the Texas heat. So he has a tough time in the Texas heat. Mountain dogs come mainly from the Swiss Alps and they live in Colorado, so Texas is difficult for them.
He's such a beautiful dog. Sorry guys, not for adoption. I would want to adopt. He's beautiful and so sweet. Great face for TV also. So what kind of precautions and what do we need to know about our pets during the summertime? What kind of precautions do we need to be taking?
Well, there's three issues to worry about in the Texas heat. You could use the acronym DOS: dehydration, overheating, and sunburn. So
dogs get sunburned.
Yes, dogs can get sunburned. And so the precautions, there's probably about 5 or 6 that are really easy to take. One is hydration. So you always want to have water out for your dogs, both inside and outside. Some dogs need to be left outside, so they need shade. That's critical. Walking your dog, it's always good to walk your dog in the mornings and the evenings. You know the saying, you can fry an egg on this sidewalk.
Yes.
Well, the paw pads can be very sensitive to hot concrete, so walking in the morning and evening is good for the dog. And never leave a dog in the car without the car turned on. You see it occasionally. People will leave their window down, but dogs can overheat in just 10 minutes. So it's very critical that you don't leave your dog in the car in the summer.
Yeah, because that car can get so hot so very fast, and people just don't even think about these things sometimes. Well, how is our dog's coat affected by the summer heat and sun?
Well, basically the biggest impact of the sun is it can dry out the coat. So the coat can be dry, brittle, it can dull the coat. And so what we recommend at Esprit is come on, Caleb. What we recommend at Esprit.
I'm tired. I just need to relax.
What we recommend at Esprit is that you bathe your dog regularly. It can be fun for the dog because it's cooling and it's a bonding experience, but also it's good for the general health of the dog. So a product like this is an oatmeal baking soda shampoo. Baking soda is great because of odor, but the oat protein is really good for the skin as well. And because of the dryness of the sun, a conditioner product is always helpful. This is a remoisturizer product. After the bath, you do a remoisturizing treatment, brush that out, and it'll rehydrate the hair. And then between baths, a product like aloe hydrating spray is really effective. Aloe vera is the cornerstone of the Esprit product line. We use 100% certified organic aloe vera, and everybody knows the benefits of aloe vera. Yeah. So this is a spray between baths that will keep the dog hydrated, the hair hydrated.
How often should we bathe?
It just depends on the situation. In the summer, it's always good. 1 to 2 weeks is a good guide, but it kind of depends on the condition of the coat and if the dog's getting into mud and so forth. So.
Well, what about just shaving your dog altogether, especially in the hot Texas summers?
You know, we don't recommend shaving the dog. The coat serves an important function. Okay. One of those is just to keep insulation and protect the skin from the sun. That's where the sunburn can come in. So what we recommend is de-shedding. With a dog like Caleb that has an undercoat, we're regularly brushing the coat out because there you go.
Yes.
So the coat releases hair, and this is a natural cycle for the dog. So that's how we try to keep the hair being shed, but without shaving the dog.
Well, tell us, how about the sun? What kind of effect can that have on the dog's coat, and how do they get sunburn?
Well, sunburn can be just on their nose because they're still exposed in certain places with sun. So, you know, a couple of other things like skin is a big problem for the summer too.
Yeah.
Certain conditions like hot spots can form if the hair gets matted to the skin. That's why it's important to bathe. If that happens, there's a product like a hot spot foam with tea tree oil.
Okay.
This is really good to help those conditions. Flea bite dermatitis, those are some other concerns. So, you know, regular treatment of the coat is very helpful during the summer.
And then lastly, tell us about how we can treat their little paws if they do get hurt on the pavement.
I tell you, with the hot pavement, a product like this, which is just like our lips get sunburned and chapped and cracked, the paw pads can do the same thing. So a product like this with lanolin and beeswax, it's really good to help the paws hydrate, conditions them, and it protects them from the hot pavement.
Well, Justin, it is great to have you again and sharing this great advice with us today. And Caleb, I know you're tired. It's tiring being a TV star. Thank you for bringing him as well.
You're welcome.
You can visit esprit.com for more information and check out all of the products to keep your pup looking pretty.